Hey witches, welcome back to the channel. Once again, this is Hectorios, and in this video I would like to share a little magical tidbit and technique that I came up with earlier today to use for the full moon. So what this video is going to be about is binding the moon to a magical talisman. So what you will need is some sort of talisman or amulet of your choosing. I'm using this for the example. And you want it to be on a long chain of some kind, preferably sterling silver for the moon's energy and influence. But, I mean, really you could use anything. As always, your intention is what matters most, and of course take the magic that I'm offering here and make it your own and use it how you will. But you want a long chain though, because you want to be able to take it off and put it on without unclasping the link. So, but you do want it to have a clasp. So basically, I'm just going to explain very simple this technique. What you need to do is when the moon is first rising or when it's setting, basically when the moon is on the horizon still, you don't want to do this when the moon is directly overhead because it will be sort of like really difficult to do it, and you'll see why. How you're going to do this technique is maybe like, well, first of all, you'll start off with the chain unlinked. You might want to say a prayer or some sort of consecration, or just charge your intention into the chain itself with the energy that this is going to bind the moon's energy to this necklace, to this charm or talisman, to my spell. So basically you want to start off like that. Then with the chain unclasped, you'll want to look to the moon on the horizon, hold the chain up to where the moon is like in the middle, and then clasp it together. So you will connect the clasps while you're looking at the moon through the chain. Okay, that's the technique. And of course, while you're doing this, you could say a chant or a spell that you come up with in your own words. You could just say your intention over and over again, like however you want to do it, and take as long as you need to. But basically that is the physical actions, that's the technique. Now once the chain is clasped through that process, the moon's energy will be bound to your talisman. So when you unclasp the chain, that will be when the moon's energy is released from the spell. So linking the chain together while you're looking through the moon, it's like creating a circle of the chain around the moon. That's like the binding aspect. But when you unlink the chain at any time afterwards, you're releasing the spell. So you definitely want a long chain that you could easily take off and put on without unclasping. You can use a shorter chain, like for example, if you're the type of person that wears your jewelry and like never takes it off for like days and days and days, then it would be fine to use a shorter chain. Just know that once you unlink the chain, you're releasing the spell. So that's how you would undo it if you ever want to undo it. And you could link this or use this technique with any intention of talisman or charm, for protection, for love, for money, for wisdom, for any purpose, talisman or charm that you would have. You can use this technique. Now another aspect to this is you can consider the planetary hours. So you know, the moon doesn't just rise in 1 hour. It takes like a while to rise up past the horizon. So you could try to find like what planetary hour best aligns with the intention of your talisman or charm, and do the ritual during that. You could schedule this out like ahead of time and find a full moon that falls on the day of the week that aligns best with your talisman's creation and intention. And you could, use this, like I said, I mean, you could use this however you want, really. You could use this not only during the full moon, but you could use it during any moon phase, just as long as you can catch the moon on the horizon. Like I said, I mean, you can do it when the moon's directly overhead, but can you just imagine trying to hold like a chain up directly overhead and like capture? I think it would be hard, but you can use it how you want. But basically, that's the technique I wanted to share. So hopefully you'll make use of this tonight or anytime in the future. And I hope that you have a great, wonderful, magical full moon. Now, if you're in the Hecatean Gnostic Circle, my private Facebook teaching group, I will be sharing a ritual for November, for the November content of the ritual that I did to sort of work with the Gary witches. I titled that the Ritual of Transfiguration. So that I will be sharing for you guys. And a couple more videos, like smaller topic type. But that's like going to be the main video for November, so that's coming up. And that's going to be all for the video. I hope that you have a great, wonderful, magical full moon tonight, and as always, hail to the witches. Hail Hecate and blessed be.